Hello everybody. Today's episode is Office. Give it up for Office, everybody. It's the greatest map known to mankind. So before I start, I just want to clarify that this video will have two parts. And it's going to be the practical callouts and the non-practical callouts. And that's because Office is like a joke map. You know, you only play it just to mess around and have fun. So I'm going to show you all the practical callouts first, where it's the callouts that you'll mostly be using while playing the map Office, and the second part will be all the callouts that you can use if you really want to get hyper specific, but most likely you will not be using it in 99% of games. So starting off, T-spawn. This area is cabinet. It's really important to call it out because most of the time people will hold this angle with a sniper rifle. This little curvature is called elbow because it's too small to be considered a banana. So, people call it elbow, preferably after elbow macaronis. This room is called paper because there's like a lot of paper here. Haha, I get it. This area is called kitchen because, quite honestly, a dishwasher and a microwave is enough to be considered a kitchen. Let's be real here, guys. It's even got a sink. You can also call this break room if you would really like to, because, it is kind of a break room. Moving on over, this area is called conference room or presentation or projector because of the projector here. And also it's just a conference room with a big round or oval table. And you can call this part of conference room TV. Already circling back through T-spawn, this area is going to be side hall because it's, the small hallway on the side of T-spawn. Haha, get it? And just outside of side hall is long, which is this hallway. I'm pretty sure it's not hard to guess why it's long because it's pretty much the longest hallway in this map. Don't fact check me on that. This area is called vending machine. I'm not going to clarify why it's called vending machine. This little room is called bathrooms. I hope it's clear why it's called bathroom. This entire area, which is the second longest hallway, is called main because it's the main hallway. You can also call this area of main hall's elevator if you would really like to, but usually it's not really needed. You can just call this out as main. This area that's connected to the main hall right over there and long hall, which is right over there, is called office, or you can call this front office. Although it seems that people prefer to call this front office, which I really don't agree with, because there's no second office. There's only one place in office called office, which is right this area. So there's no reason to clarify that it's the front office because there's no back office. Back office just doesn't exist. It's either T-spawn, projector, or office. And to round off all the practical callouts, this is called long sniper's nest or long snipers, CT snipers, whatever you want to call it. This one's called long because it has the longer sightline all the way down main hall. And this one right over here is called short sniper's nest because it has a shorter sightline onto office right here. Starting off with the obscure callouts, we're gonna begin with CT spawn because by the time someone calls out that an enemy is CT spawn, they'll already have rescued the hostage, so it doesn't even matter. And if you're a T-side player going through CT spawn, I mean, it rarely happens because the CTs never get a hold of the hostages in the first place. But you kind of get the idea. It's rarely called. This area is called the yard because there's a tree here. So it's kind of used as a distinction from the other yard. So there's two yards or outsides in office. This one is called garage because that doorway is a big garage. Now, I accidentally no-clipped through, so it automatically opened, and I don't know how to get it down. But this garage is originally supposed to be closed, which is how you can know it's a garage. So stick to calling this outside garage. And since the other yard already has a name, you can just call this one yard. And to make my job even more unfortunate and unhappy, there's a blue dumpster here for both yard and outside garage, so stick to calling this yard dumpster or yard blue, and stick to calling this garage dumpster or garage blue. I hope I don't have to clarify why they're called blue or dumpster. To make it even more confusing, the garage callout has stairs, as well as the yard callout having stairs. So we're going to call this one ticket booth because it has a ticket booth right here, and stick to calling these stairs. Coming back through yard, this area you can call underpass or tunnels. I hope it's clear why it's called underpass or tunnels. And it leads out to snowman. I hope it's clear why it's called snowman. Bang! Bang! Moving on, let's cover the windows. These 3 sets are called snowman windows. No one has ever used that callout before in the history of Counter-Strike. This is called ladder window, and no one has used this in the history of Counter-Strike. This is called office window, and no one has used. This is called yard window, and no one. And these are called main or yard windows, and nobody. Revisiting side hall. This area is called chair. I hope it's clear why it's called a chair. Coming back to T-spawn, you can make the distinction that these are called couches. You can call this part of office, or this cubicle of office, achieve. You can call this area of office printer or copier, because it's the only place that has it, I think. Or at least it is the only one that has the big version of it, the huge one. You can call this Italy, because there's a poster of the map DE or CS Italy right over here above this couch. Bro, no one has ever. You can call this cubicle Mondays because of the poster. This area cubby, which is, you know, over here from the long hallway. Hold it like this. You can call this area front hall. And to finish off my misery, I'm going to acknowledge the existence of all of these pot plants. And obviously, since there are so many of them in office, you just gotta call out where they are and call out that it's a plant, you know, because it's very common for people to just get behind the. What the fuck was that sound? Well, it's very common for people to get behind a plant, crouch down, and hide behind the stems and try to camouflage themselves, especially if they have a green agent skin, etc., etc. So, like, for example, this potted plant would be called, like, T-spawn or T-couches plant. This would be called, like, elbow plant, be called long plant. You get the idea. And at this point, it's not even a joke anymore. Like, usually at the end of the video, I say, "Oh, guys, haha, it's a funny joke. You can't ever forget the caller. He's right over there." But honestly, if you're playing Office, I mean, you're just screwing around, bro. Just use your ping button. For me, it's my scroll click. Just do this, say, "Yo, he's over there," like that. And end of the day, that's just it.